Hey guys, thanks for joining me. In this video right here, you might remember me talking about mic tricks and techniques that you need to know for voiceover. There was a lot of controversy with me spinning a microphone around. I'm not gonna do that this time, but today we're gonna talk about copy techniques and copy tricks that you need to know. Ready? Let's do this. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on another edition of The Gift of Gab. So today we are going to talk about copy techniques, copy tricks. They're not really tricks, they're techniques. These are just things that you should absolutely do every single time you're working with script copy for voiceover, and especially if it's an audition. Thing number one, read everything before you record anything. That is such a fundamental component of this, and so many people just try to jump right in and do a cold read. No, read through your script, get a feel for it, get a sense of the words, get a sense of the flow of the information. Look for tongue twisters, look for weird phrases, look for anything that might trip you up, and give yourself a second to actually get your tongue familiar with those words. Number two, the copy doesn't rule the performance. You do. This, yeah, it's important, don't get me wrong, but it's not a security blanket. You can't cling to it so tightly that you forget about your job as the storyteller and as the person who's narrating. You've got to make it your own. And sometimes doing that means that you've got to loosen up about the copy a little bit. Right? It's how you interpret the copy. It's all about you. It's not really about what's on this piece of paper. Number three, jokes in copy are rarely, if ever, funny. Just being honest about it. Copywriters think that they're really, really hilarious and that they're always coming up with great stuff. They're not. Their jokes are usually kind of a letdown, but you still have to be aware of the joke. You have to find the joke, you have to find the punchline in the copy, and you are the thing that makes it funny. The copy by itself really probably isn't all that humorous, but what you do with it can make it hilarious, especially when it comes to comedic timing. The choices that you make are either going to make us laugh or make you sound disconnected from the words. Number four, sometimes you gotta move the punctuation. I'm not suggesting that you change anything about the copy. You can't do that. We're not messing with the words here. But sometimes it's knowing that a period is really a question mark, or that a comma really should have been an ellipses. You have that control and you can make those changes. Again, remember, you're the one who controls the copy, not the other way around. With that being said, sometimes you have to move punctuation just to give yourself room to breathe. We have all encountered massive run-on sentences in voiceover. They don't have to be a problem. You can simply decide to take a stop, pause, breathe, and then continue. And finally, number five, this copy technique really is all about, again, finding that deeper meaning, that second layer of the copy. You have to take the time to find the dialogue. If you're supposed to be in a conversation with someone else and the two of you are speaking back and forth, even if I can only hear one side of the conversation, yours, you still have to be aware of that other person. You still have to respond, react, work with them, even if they're imaginary. You've got to be aware of that other person. You have to be aware of how you're interacting, and you've got to be aware of the conversation that's taking place. So what does this mean? We have to use our imagination a lot. We have to use our crazy a lot in the best way possible. And we have to take control of the material. Again, you rule the copy, not the other way around. There you go, guys. 5 copy techniques that I hope help you in your voiceover journey. Hey guys, thank you so much for subscribing. I super appreciate your support, your enthusiasm. I love hearing from you guys via email and social media. Keep the questions coming, and I'll see you soon. Oh, I don't need this anymore.
Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.